Hi everybody, how are you? I just want to give you guys a review of the Big Buddy Mr. Heater that I bought years ago. I've had this for about 3 years now, and this is an amazing heater. There is virtually not a lot that I could say as far as negative things about this. I've found so much use for this as far as heating is concerned. First of all, it doesn't produce a lot of monoxide, and that is a main issue with these heaters. There is an open flame, but that open flame is a little small flame at the bottom of the heater, as you can see. The only time it produces a large amount, an amount of carbon monoxide that gets detected is if the propane canisters are almost empty and it starts burning. It doesn't burn as clean as it does when uh, when there's enough propane in the canisters. That's the only issue that I've had, but it's not a really big issue. So if it starts burning, if the heater starts flickering and it starts looking like it's about to go out, it pretty much means that there's just a little bit of propane left in the canisters. If that's the case, all you gotta do is just take the propane canisters out and change it up, because there's virtually no propane in the canister to begin with, and that's why it's causing that. As far as the settings are concerned, there's a little knob here where you could set it to low, medium, or high. Most of the time, I'll have it at low. Sometimes I'll have it at medium. Very rarely, if ever, do I have it at high, because it doesn't actually get that cold here. The coldest it's been this winter was about 10 degrees. So I suppose I would need those higher settings if the temperature was lower on average, but it doesn't get that. It hasn't gotten that low for the last couple winters. So the low setting works out pretty well. One canister, if I have it on continually, it would last about 6 hours. Sorry, for both canisters for this unit, it would last about six hours. Um, in the mid range, I guess it would last, I don't know, half that much, half that long. But I've actually never had it set on the mid range continually. It has a shut off monitor where if this is tipped, this the flame automatically goes out. If you shake it hard enough, the flame will go out because it's registering that it's tipped over. It does get dirty, but I haven't cleaned this unit in about a year, so that's pretty much just dust on it, and it fires up. It fires up all the time. I've had no firing issues as far as it not lighting up. So every time I would need to light it up, I might need to try to light it up a couple of times to set the pilot. A couple of times, but it will always light up. And the heat that comes out of this unit is it's pretty decent. I'm not sure what the BTU is on low, but I think it's about 3,000 BTUs on low and 6,000 BTU on the mid range. But the heat pretty much comes off this area. You're not going to feel that much heat from there or there on the low end, on the low range. So it pretty much comes at you in front of you like a furnace does. so you don't have to worry about getting burnt here. Here, I like the fact that there's a little cage right here to protect you from getting burned. But overall, this is one steady unit. It's made absolutely solid. You could actually connect um, a larger propane canister to this with a hose that you could buy, but I've actually never used it that way. You could put in one canister and it'll burn that one canister. You could put two canisters and it'll burn from those two canisters. Uh, the handle is sturdy. This unit is pretty. This is a pretty good product. I would rate this a 10 out of 10. It's not expensive. I believe these units go for about $60 right now. They have a couple of versions of this unit. There's a version of just only one compartment for the propane canister. This one has two. But out of all the heaters that I've tried so far, this unit is the one that I use the most. The other heater that I have is the Coleman catalytic heater. As I mentioned, I use that every once in a while when the temperature is a bit higher. But all in all, I definitely do recommend this unit.